This is every German submachine gun used in the Second World War, from early interwar police weapons to mass-produced frontline arms and late-war emergency designs. This catalog covers standardized issue models, limited production variants, and improvised weapons. In total, these systems reflect both industrial precision and severe wartime constraint, combining technical refinement with rapid simplification under pressure. Interwar foundations and early designs. Germany entered the war with submachine gun concepts shaped by the First World War and restricted by interwar treaties. Early designs emphasized controllability, manufacturing quality, and police or specialist military roles rather than mass infantry issue. The MP-18-1 was designed as a close assault weapon for trench warfare, firing pistol-caliber ammunition from a high-capacity magazine. It featured a heavy wooden stock and simple blowback operation, prioritizing stability over portability. Limited numbers remained in service during the early years of the war, primarily with rear area and auxiliary units, its weight and outdated magazine system restricted further frontline use. The MP-28 represented an improved evolution of the MP-18, incorporating a box magazine and enhanced safety features intended for military and police service. It offered improved reliability and easier handling. Small quantities were issued to German units early in the conflict and more widely to Allied and occupied forces. Production complexity and newer designs curtailed its broader adoption. The MP-34, produced primarily by Steyr-Solothurn, was a finely machined submachine gun known for high manufacturing quality. It employed wooden stock, long barrel, and side-mounted magazine, emphasizing accuracy and durability. German forces used limited numbers, with greater distribution to police and Waffen-SS units. Its cost and production time made it unsuitable for large-scale wartime manufacture. The MP-35 retained unconventional design features, including a rear-mounted charging handle and high-quality materials. It served in early war combat and rear area roles, offering reliable performance at slow production rates. The weapon's mechanical complexity conflicted with the demands of total war as simplified models became available. The MP-35 was gradually withdrawn from priority service. Standardized frontline submachine guns. As the war expanded, Germany shifted towards standardized, mass-producible submachine guns capable of equipping large numbers of troops. These designs balanced effectiveness, simplicity, and industrial efficiency. The MP-38 marked a significant departure from earlier craftsmanship-heavy designs, incorporating extensive use of machined steel and early stamp components. Designed for mechanized and airborne troops, it featured a folding metal stock and compact profile. The weapon saw extensive use during the invasions of Poland and Western Europe. High production costs and machining demands limited its long-term scalability. The MP-40 became the most widely recognized German submachine gun of the war, utilizing stamped steel components and simplified construction. It was optimized for mass production and frontline durability, issued across all branches. It provided controllable automatic fire for infantry, armored crews, and support troops. Magazine sensitivity to DIR and limited effective range remained persistent. Constraints. The MP-41 combined the mechanical system of the MP-40 with a traditional wooden stock reminiscent of earlier designs, intended to appeal to units favoring conventional ergonomics. It offered improved handling for some users. Production remained limited due to internal competition and shifting priorities. Its service impact was marginal compared to the MP-40. Variants and modified configurations. Several submachine guns were modified or adapted to meet evolving tactical needs or to address logistical challenges. These variants often appeared in small numbers and filled niche roles. The MP-40I featured a dual magazine feed system intended to increase sustained fire without immediate reloads, while conceptually addressing battlefield reload delays. The added weight and mechanical complexity reduced reliability. Field testing revealed limited practical advantage. The design did not progress beyond experimental and small-scale trials. The MP-40 attempted further refinements in magazine handling and ergonomics. Minor improvements were tested to address balance and feeding issues. Production did not proceed due to minimal performance gains. Wartime conditions favored simpler Solutions over incremental modification. Specialized and police-issue weapons. Beyond frontline infantry use, Germany fielded submachine guns tailored for police, security, and occupation duties. These weapons often emphasized accuracy and controlled fire. The EMP, developed by Wehrmacht, was an export-oriented design adopted in limited numbers by German forces. It featured conventional construction and reliable operation, used primarily by police and auxiliary units. It saw sporadic combat deployment. Its pre-war origins limited compatibility with later standardization efforts. The MP-30 designation referred to Austrian-produced MP-30 for weapons integrated after the Anschluss. These guns retained their original manufacturing standards and design characteristics. Issued mainly to police and rear area troops, they provided dependable service in low-intensity roles, replacement parts and ammunition. Standardization posed ongoing challenges. Late war simplified and emergency designs. As Germany's industrial capacity deteriorated under sustained bombing and material shortages, weapon design shifted toward extreme simplification. Submachine guns produced in this phase prioritized speed and minimal resource use over durability. The MP-3008 was an emergency submachine gun inspired by the British Sten, designed for rapid manufacture with minimal tooling, featuring a simple tube receiver and bottom-mounted magazine. It could be produced in dispersed workshops, issued to Volkswehr and last-ditch defense units. Its performance varied widely. Poor quality control and inconsistent reliability defined its operational record. The Gert Neumünster was a localized improvised submachine gun produced under emergency conditions. Construction relied on basic welding and readily available materials. Very small numbers reached defensive units late in the war. Lack of standardization limited its tactical effectiveness. Foreign and captured submachine guns in German service. Germany also employed captured or foreign-produced submachine guns, assigning German designations and integrating them where possible. These weapons supplemented shortages rather than replacing standard models. The MP-717 are referred to captured Soviet submachine guns reissued to German units. While not German-designed, they were catalogued and distributed under German logistics systems. Ammunition compatibility and maintenance difficulties restricted widespread use. These weapons primarily served second-line formations. The MP-719's designation covered captured French submachine guns pressed into service, issued mainly to occupation and security units. They provided functional stopgap solutions. Variations in design complicated training and supply. Their role remained supplementary throughout the conflict. This catalog has documented every German submachine gun used during the Second World War, from refined interwar designs to mass-produced frontline weapons and last-resort emergency arms. Together, these systems illustrate the full trajectory of German small arms development under the pressures of industrial mobilization, battlefield adaptation, and material collapse. As a complete reference, this record reflects how necessity, doctrine, and constraint shaped one of the most recognizable weapon categories of the conflict.